Good morning, friends. We continue in our reading of the book of Job this morning. Good morning, Mom. Friends, please do take a moment to post a greeting, share a comment. Let us know that you are here with us as we read the scriptures together. Thank you for being with us. We start as we always do by taking a look at the big picture, in this case, the big picture of Job. And we are most certainly in this big section that covers most of this book of the 42 chapters. Most of them are this interaction between Job and his friends. We are starting chapter 9. So we've got a ways to go yet. But already there are some interesting things that have come out and will continue to come out with these three friends. Chapters 3 through 28, these three friends who have come to be with Job, who aren't exactly the most helpful. One speaks, Job responds, it goes back and forth. It's not always clear that Job is responding to his friends. It seems more often like Job is tolerating his friend's presence, but seeking to respond directly to God and not just to the friends, or even not even really responding to them, but just emptying his heart before God. Good morning, Linda. So, friends, let's zoom in here because this is where we are. Specifically, chapters 3 through 28, Job and the friends. I'll be reading from the left-hand column, which is the complete Jewish Bible, a Jewish Bible. I'll be in the right-hand column, you see a Christian Bible, specifically the New Revised Standard Version Updated Edition. You will see in moments, as you have seen if you've joined us in the reading of Job thus far, or any of the Hebrew Scriptures books, where we've been reading from the complete Jewish Bible, that there is a distinct uniqueness to Jewish biblical language that sometimes can confuse us as Christians in our Christian biblical language. The names of persons, places, and things don't always match up. Like right here at the beginning of chapter 9, who is this Yov? I-Y-O-V. Yov, that's Job. Yeah, that's Job. Let's see here. We are, yes, at the opening verse of chapter 9. So let's read, friends. Job responds. To his friend who has just spoken, or to God? Listen for that. And there's not necessarily a clear-cut answer. I'm just going to say that. Then Yoav responded, "Indeed, I know that this is so. But how can a human win a case against God? Whoever might want to argue with him could not answer him one question in 1,000. His heart is so wise, his strength so great. Who can resist him and succeed? He moves the mountains, although they don't know it, when he overturns them in his anger. He shakes the earth from its place. Its supporting pillars tremble. He commands the sun, and it fails to rise. He shuts up the stars under his seal. He alone spreads out the sky and walks on the waves in the sea. He made the Great Bear, Orion, the Pleiades, and the hidden constellations of the south. He does great, unsearchable things, wonders beyond counting. He can go right by me, and I don't see him. He moves past without my being aware of him. If he kills people, who will ask why? Who will say to him, "What are you doing?" God will not withdraw his anger. Even Rahab's supporters submit to him. Rahab is Rahab. How much less can I answer him and select my arguments against him? Even if I were right, I wouldn't answer. I could only ask for mercy from my judge. If I summoned him and he answered me, I still can't believe he would listen to my plea. He could break me with a storm. He could multiply my wounds for no reason, to the point where I couldn't even breathe. With such bitterness, he could fill me. If it's a matter of force, look how mighty he is. If justice, who can summon him to court? Even if I'm right, my own mouth will condemn me. If I'm innocent, it would pronounce me guilty. I am innocent. Don't I know myself? But I have had enough of this life of mine, so I say it's all the same. He destroys innocent and wicked alike. When disaster brings sudden death, he laughs at the plight of the innocent. The earth has been given to the power of the wicked. He covers the faces of its judges. If it isn't he, then who is it? My days pass on more swiftly than a runner. They flee without seeing anything good. They skim by like skiffs built of reeds, like an eagle swooping down on its prey. If I say I'll forget my complaining, I'll put off my sad face and be cheerful, then I'm still afraid of all my pain, and I know you will not hold me innocent. I will be condemned, so why waste my efforts? Even if I washed myself in melted snow and cleansed my hands with lye, you would plunge me into the muddy pit, till my own clothes would detest me. For he is not merely human like me. There is no answer that I could give him if I were to come together in court. There is no arbitrator between us who could lay his hand on us both. If he would remove his rod from me and not let his terrors frighten me, then I would speak without fear of him. For when I'm alone, I'm not afraid. I'm just worn out. By my life, I swear I will never abandon my complaints. I will speak out in my soul's bitterness. I will say to God, don't condemn me. Tell me why you are contending with me. Do you gain some advantage from oppressing, from spurning what your own hands made, from shining on the schemes of the wicked? Do you have eyes of flesh? Do you see as humans see? Are your days like the days of mortals? Are your years like human years, that you have to seek my guilt and search out my sin? You know that I won't be condemned, yet no one can rescue me from your power. Your own hands shaped me. They made me, so why do you turn and destroy me? Please remember that you made me like clay. Will you return me to dust? Didn't you pour me out like milk? Then let me thicken like cheese. You clothed me with skin and flesh. You knit me together with bones and sinews. You granted me life and grace. Your careful attention preserved my spirit. Yet you hid these things in your heart. I know what your secret purpose was, to watch until I would sin and then not absolve me of my guilt. If I am wicked, woe to me, but if righteous, I still don't dare raise my head because I am so filled with shame, so soaked in misery. You rise up to hunt me like a lion, and you keep treating me in such peculiar ways. You keep producing fresh witnesses against me. Your anger against me keeps growing. Your troops assail me, wave after wave. Why did you bring me out of the womb? I wish I had died there where no eye could see me. I could have been as if I had never existed. I would have been carried from womb to grave. Aren't my days few? So stop. Leave me alone so I can cheer up a little before I go to the place of no return, to the land of darkness and death, dark gloom. A land of gloom like darkness itself, of dense darkness and utter disorder, where even the light is dark. We'll pause there, friends. And next time that we pick up Job, we'll start chapter 11 and the response, the next word of the friends, coming from Zophar, the Naamathite. Chapter 11, verse 1. Next time. Peace be with you, dear friends.